morning it was a super rainy morning, which I love, not complaining, it's like my favorite. I ended up going to the gym and pretty much crushed myself, so that is going to be fun tomorrow. We are gearing up for another 4-day weekend. We came Easter weekend, which is a 4-day weekend, and this weekend is Heroes Day. On Barbados you get all the American holidays and all the Barbadian holidays, and this culture of humans knows how to take a holiday. Like, they're all about it. Today I am going to show you how I make kale the very best that I can make kale. So we're gonna hail the kale. I started a vegetarian blog the day that I went vegetarian, so about 7 years ago, 7 years in October. It's called The World's Most Unlikely Vegetarian because that is completely true. I am like the last person. I was the chicken breast 6 times a day fitness girl. I couldn't have eaten any different than I do today. And the first blog post that I ever wrote was called The Girl Who Hates Lettuce. And for all my old friends, I mean, I think that was the most shocking part of me going vegetarian. But I didn't eat lettuce then. I never have in my whole life. In fact, I can't stand it. And I eat spinach and I eat kale, and it's weird because, you know, it should follow that I learned to like lettuce, but I still scrape it off of everything. So that's the thing, like, you know, for people that think that becoming a vegetarian or vegan or whole food plant-based person, which is more along the lines of what I consider my dietary category, you know, oh, all they eat is salad. I have to eat more than salad. I couldn't possibly be vegetarian. I wouldn't. What else do you eat besides salad? You know, well, I don't eat any salad, and I'm great. You know, I'd rather eat a pound of kale a day and never eat a salad. Like, it's all good in the hood. So I had a lot of people tell me they can't stand kale, and I don't judge because I can't stand lettuce. I mean, what kind of message would that send? But I do have a way that I cook it, super simple, but for some reason, to me, it just now tastes like heaven. A lot of people do go through a big adjustment. If you're not eating a lot of vegetables right now, there is a time period for sure when you just feel like you don't even know what to eat. Going from a standard American diet or a very animal product laden diet to a whole food plant-based diet. And whole food plant-based includes, obviously, all your fruits, vegetables, grains, legumes, your starches, nuts and seeds. So it's that whole gamut when I say whole food plant-based diet. Just nothing that comes from any sort of animal and no added oil, which is major. But the whole process of learning to love your new food is called neural adaptation. It's a real thing for people that go to eat a spear of broccoli and like physically recoil from the food. That's legit. It's a thing, but it's a thing that can also be overcome. Your body, believe me, wants to overcome it, and it will. You just have to start adding in vegetables every single day. With the 4-day holiday coming up, we have lots of plans this weekend and lots of fun things to show you. So I hope you're having a beautiful day, no matter where you are in the world. I've hit some heavy duty traffic, so I need to go concentrate. It is time. Hail the kale. Kale's kind of unfriendly looking, I think, actually. Look at how great this is though. Kale stays fresh for a long, long time, so it's super hardy. What I'm gonna do is a cut off. If you're new to kale or you think you don't like it, this is how I learned to like it. I really do cut like almost just the curly parts off. Obviously, you're not gonna eat this brutal stem, and all these big, huge veins in here also don't taste that good. So I'm gonna go ahead and chop it all up. All right, so now I'm gonna wash it off in the sink over here. Wait, hold on. It's funny, so the camera is on the lid of my Vitamix. So crazy. So be really careful with water here. Okay, so I'm having a good laugh right now. I'm sure every YouTuber in the world has gone through the placement issues of cameras. Like I have the camera now is like the tripod is in my kitchen cabinet and all the plates are on top of it so that you can have a good view. But this is really the most important part. So kale is really tough and like super heavy duty. It's very hardy, which makes it last a long time in the refrigerator, but it also makes it fairly unpleasant to eat, I think, especially as someone who like hates lettuce even. Like, how am I gonna like this? This is how I'm gonna like it. So what you wanna do is really massage the kale. It will start to turn bright green, and then I rip it down into little bits, all of it, and get it into the cook pot. I would totally be using a big frying pan today, except I don't have one. I have the Loner, and it is like doll size and it belongs in like the Barbie kitchen. It's so little. When I make dinner at night, I have to cook my food and then I have to cook everything twice. You really want to just break down the fibers. That's what ends up making kale awesome. And then I just tear it down. Again, continuing to break down that toughness. Rub, rub, rub. My husband always says when he comes back, he wants to come back as kale because it gets good massages. It's just massage, massage, massage. I think having this connection with your food too might just make you love it more. In Ayurveda, you know, they say to, you know, only eat food that's made by someone who loves you. And so this is kind of my version of loving the kale. I just wanted you to be able to see, I don't know if the camera can really pick it up, but the difference in the green colors. You can see that the kale that I've ripped down and massaged over here is starting to just get wild green, and this is like that duller color. I believe this is the chlorophyll popping from the leaves and getting ready to be digested. And the tinier you tear it down, if you don't think that you like hearty greens like this, the tinier that you make it, the more delicious. We have more delicious tricks. It's not just about this. I'll show you the rest in just a second. Tear it up, tear it up, tear it up. Run it through my hands. Nice, bright green, considerably softer than when I started, obviously. Starting to look kind of like parsley, but look at that green color. It's absolutely beautiful. Okay, actually, I put the water in, but I'm too lazy to cut garlic today, and I'm starving. So there's some garlic powder. Merry Christmas. You just do what you gotta do. I'm gonna pop the lid on, and I'm just gonna let it cook till it gets to the desired amount of tenderness that I like it, which is pretty tender because, again, not a fan unless I cook it this way. All right, so I just took the kale off the stove. I actually ended up using a whole coffee cup of water, and then I just put the lid on it for about maybe 4 minutes, something like that. And here is the ticket. So you're gonna take some apple cider vinegar and just do about a teaspoon. You don't want too much. I'm just gonna let it kind of drip on there. That was very ungraceful. And then give it a quick stir. And then you just need a little bit of salt and pepper, or actually not salt. All right, and then we have a little bit of black pepper. And my sick addiction, like a dusting of Badia complete seasoning. Or any kind of seasoning salt, or just regular salt, or don't add salt. Like if you're already a fan of this, you don't need to doctor it as much as I do. And then I have a little bit of leftover green curry from the other night and some rice. I'm gonna pile this on top and go sit down and say hello to my breakfast.